Hey guys, welcome back to Football Kings. I'm Kingsley and I'm my brother Andrew, and this is Football Kings, the podcast where me and my brother talk about sports, football from different leagues and different competitions. It's AFCON, and this is one competition where it's not by slick football, it's not by tactical coach. Even
No, no,
Klopp, even Pep Guardiola can fail at the AFCON.
he will
No,
fail. He
don't
will
go and
fail.
whine.
He
Don't
will
whine
fail.
some countries.
He
Some
plays that
countries,
football. He's playing a man. He will fail.
it's not tiki taka.
It's for
Possession
the
does not
brave.
work. It's for who can win, right? It's been
Yeah.
a very very tough competition. And recap so far, because teams have qualified to the final and teams have qualified for to play the best third place, right? But
Mm,
recap so far of the competition, it's been a crazy one. From the
yeah.
group stage, we saw
Yeah.
Ghana leave early, which was unexpected. They
Yeah.
had one of the poorest performances in the AFCON.
Yeah.
We
Algeria left
saw
too.
Algeria leave as well.
Yeah.
Moving on to quarterfinals, we saw Morocco leave. We saw Egypt leave. Right.
Yeah.
Moving on to semifinals, he even got tougher, right? And obviously, getting into the semifinals, the
I
biggest,
have a question for you.
yeah.
I know we had a chat during the second round.
Hmm.
Did you expect Ivory Coast in the final?
Yes.
Why
I
would
told
you?
you, I told you, listen to the previous podcast. I told you who my finalists were. I've been spot on with my prediction throughout. I said my finalists, Ivory Coast to get there. Right. I mean, I didn't expect Ivory Coast to so when Ivory Coast qualified best third place, right?
Mm,
I didn't think
mm.
they would
you
survive
you you
at some
said you
point.
in the second round you say they are going to leave this competition second
Yeah,
round.
yeah, yeah.
I
But
think you
I later
changed
changed
your
my
mind
mind. I changed my
when they
mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
qualified.
When they qualified, I was like,
Yeah,
okay, they'll get
I
they'll
had
get
the same
they'll get to the
what
final. Yeah.
I had the same thinking
Mm-hmm.
when they qualified third place. But
Yeah.
when I heard they sacked their coach, I saw this new guy. When all odds were always against them, like
Mm-hmm.
they came back against
Mm-hmm.
Senegal. I think it's Senegal they played. And people were like, "How can you beat the defending champions?" And
Mm.
there's
They
a
kicked
course
out in it.
in the Nations Cup. You win the Nations Cup. The next time you come,
You
you
don't win.
you live in the second round.
Mm.
That's always been the case. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody was like, is Senegal going to break these jinx?
Yeah.
Like the last six Nations Cup, that's
I
what
think I think them removing Senegal was like where I changed my mind, and I was like,
exactly because
okay, these
Senegal
people,
are a really
yeah,
strong side.
side, yeah.
I don't even know if
You
Nigeria could have removed
Yeah.
Senegal.
No, hell no. They would have beaten us. I think
So,
Senegal, for me personally, Senegal, I was thinking it's Senegal Nigeria final, right? If Senegal didn't, if Senegal was still in the competition, I feel like they would have definitely gotten to the final. But
yeah,
Ivory Coast removing Senegal was where I was convinced that
a
then
big statement.
Ivory Coast will get to the final, because that's the hardest, literally the hardest country they will face on the way through, right?
But they
And
removed Morocco. Were they the ones that removed
no,
Morocco
no,
from
no. It was South Africa that removed
South
Morocco
Africa?
in the quarterfinals. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the biggest semi-final game was actually Nigeria South Africa, right? It was the biggest game. Super Eagles versus Bafana,
As always, there's always
Afro Beats versus
controversy.
Amapiano.
There's always
the
fight in South
the
Africa.
memes,
No
the
matter how
memes.
much we try, the
No,
the ambassador of Nigeria to South Africa, the day before
yeah.
the match, he warned every Nigerian. He said, "Look, please,
Don't over
please,
celebrate.
don't over celebrate. You win, go to your house. Don't
Yeah,
provoke anybody." See, because
because
the things that Nigerians are always in South Africa, when they win, they will start dancing on the streets and be carrying
mhm,
South African girls and be dancing on the streets. Say they
yeah,
won. You won,
yeah.
then you now
You
carry
want
their
them.
chicks on the streets too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So yeah, that's. I wish I could read some of the memes of like what happened, but or what people have been saying. I mean, it's been really really a big troll, and
we'll put some of them on the screen.
I think it's just like Nigeria just needed the win. Coming of all the
Yeah,
drama that is around it. For people that have been following, like all the old drama leading up to the match is like
yeah.
Nigeria needed to win this to pretty much prove a point, right?
Thinking Where are the South Africans? Why am I the only South African crying here? Where are the rest? I didn't. Why did you run away? Why did you leave me? I'm seeing so many hands from Nigeria. And,
Jesus, Jesus.
and I just want to say, I don't want to say good luck to Nigeria. They don't deserve no luck. They use juju. They use juju. Nigeria used black magic on us. That Nollywood black magic on us. We know the truth. We know the truth. That guy missed a penalty, but he scored it during the game. How? How did he miss the penalty? You explain it to me. Nothing made sense today. We missed one-on-ones. Somebody needs to come and explain. Thank you.
Yeah, nah, shit.
I'm so.
Yeah, but
And
we are still the giant of Africa.
yeah, not just being giants of Africa, but like we are better than SA than South Africa, right? That was just the point. And it even felt like the Nigeria South
We are
Africa
better than
game.
them with mouths.
Yeah,
Every other thing, you're not better than them.
it felt like
Uh-huh.
it
Make
felt
it
like
easy.
it felt
Yeah,
like the match was I almost forgot what I was going to say. It felt like the match was just bigger than even the final was going to be. That's how the semi-final felt like between Nigeria. It felt like a final in itself, right? Like we
yeah,
already
yeah.
won the AFCON. That's how I felt like to Nigerians. And you have to definitely commend Stanley Wabali. That guy is a
Damn.
keeper.
Do
He's
you
a
know
keeper.
that? Do you know? I spoke to someone and he said the plan of South Africa is to draw this match and go into
Penalty.
penalties.
Yes.
I was like, God, can we survive their keeper? I was now thinking, but someone else told me something. He said, look, the saves. I don't mean to what the person said. I
Yeah.
don't mean to downplay the saves of their keeper, but
Yeah.
the people they played those penalty against, they all played it to one side, the left hand side, and he kept on diving there and he caught 4 penalties. He broke a Guinness Book of Record. First keeper to catch 4 straight penalties in a FIFA organized competition.
Wow.
Yeah, he's in
It could
Guinness
it
Book.
could be it could be
Yeah.
the keeper saves or the players were just poor.
Yeah, but he's a good keeper. He's the only keeper I saw that made some kind of dangerous saves. Him and the keeper of Ivory Coast, but him
Hmm.
especially.
The South Africa keeper.
Yes, he made some kind of dangerous saves. Like, uh, man, you should just go and get him and just keep him as a backup right now.
Hmm.
He'll do better
Yeah.
than that guy they have there.
Yeah,
But
even even
anyways,
even
yeah,
Stanley Wabali is
yeah,
like
yeah,
he's a very, very I think him as a keeper is very like intelligent. I'll
mm,
put it that way.
yeah,
Like what helps him, he's so rough around the edges, right?
mm,
He's
mm,
really rough around the edges. His ball handling might not be the best.
mm.
Right? He ball handling might not be the best. He might not even be good on his feet. I've never seen him on his feet. Maybe
No,
I've
he's
not
not
watched.
bad on his feet,
No, no,
though.
no. I'm not saying like he's terrible.
Yeah,
I'm saying he
yeah,
might not even be the best on his feet.
on his
Like
feet,
he
yeah.
does the basics that a keeper should do with their feet. You get
He
he's not
keeps it simple.
keeps it simple. It's not the Ederson style. Play with your feet, play out the
Mm.
back.
No, bro,
We never did play out the back. We just
no,
boot it
no.
out, right?
Put it to
Yeah. AFCON is not
view,
for
view up
AFCON is not
front.
AFCON is not for slick football. So Bali really showed me. I think one thing I have to commend him for is his IQ. Because I watched some of the saves, his
Was
recaps. There are
intelligent.
sometimes he comes really forward to the player, doesn't give the player time to turn, and he
That's
makes
it.
the save. There are
Yeah,
sometimes he just steps up and positions himself.
yeah,
Like one of the saves he made with South Africa, like they played the ball up and he was just in the right position to put his hand and
yeah,
just tap it away.
yeah. That was a
He
good
just
save too.
he was
Yeah,
really, really in the right spot.
that was a good save.
And
Yeah,
I have to really commend him. He was the man of the match. He deserves it,
deserve it.
and
Yeah,
I'm glad he's getting the attention that he deserves. He's
yeah.
truly a
And
talented keeper.
and the thing is that he's not he was actually Nigeria's third choice right before Peselelu came in and picked him as the first choice. And everybody was like,
Why will you do
bro,
that?
bro, what's happening here? Bro, come on, right? And his first game, I think
Hmm.
he conceded like maybe 4 goals or something like that. His first
Mm.
game was terrible. He considered like 4 goals. But I think with Wabali, why the guy picked him was maybe he just saw that maybe all the goalkeepers are practically almost on the same level, but he's more
Mm-hmm.
calm. And like you said,
Composure.
his IQ is much better
Yeah, he's
than the
smarter.
rest. The other
Mm-hmm.
guy, Uzo, is just
Uzo.
nothing. And Wabali has not really. He's playing for Chipa United.
Mm-hmm.
Before Chipa United, he played for Kaduna United, Katsina United.
Mm.
That's how Roy is. Before Katsina United, he played for Lobby Stars.
Mm.
Before Lobby Stars, he played for AE Imba.
Mm.
Before Aimba, he played for Go Round FC. I'm sure that's a non-league football in Nigeria.
But
Or
it's not by
maybe,
that, right? It's not by
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
by
yeah,
that.
yeah. Not
Like
by that, but yeah,
One Bali is really I think One Bali is
I
that,
think he
like I
has,
said, he's
and
rough around the edges,
yeah, and he
but he
has
has the
better
talent.
command of his goal too, to keep his
Yes.
defenders in check. I think remember
Yeah.
when he went out on injury and the other guy came in, Uzo. Uzo wasn't really communicating to the back line, screaming at them.
Mm.
Right? Sometimes you need that from your keeper, shouting at
Yeah.
them like, you guys should wake up, wake up. Do you get, you need your
Yeah.
keeper to shout, because the
Mm-hmm.
defense is the last form of protection for a keeper,
Yeah.
right? And if you don't keep them awake, you're going to
Yeah.
concede.
That's
And
true.
Uzo was not really. I saw
Mm.
why the coach just took
Decided
him
not to
out.
use him.
Yeah, not to
Yeah.
use him. And yeah,
I know sometimes there's this bias with when it comes to players playing in Europe versus players playing
yeah,
back
yeah,
home. There's
yeah.
always this preference of like, since you're playing in Europe, then you're playing more competitive football. There's a
Exactly.
higher chance you'll be a better keeper.
It
But
doesn't.
this is one of the cases that does not apply, right?
Yeah.
But I definitely just have to commend the Nigerian team in general. Like there was something from the beginning. I've been a supporter. If for those that have been listening to the podcast from the beginning, I've been a
Mm.
supporter of this squad from the first group stage game. I remember telling you, yeah, we drew against Equatorial Guinea, but don't worry.
I never had
This
faith.
this is a team I had faith in. Why? I know the amount of talents that we have in this squad. I know how much they want it. I see the fight from Osimhen. Osimhen has scored 1 goal in this competition, but he has gotten a lot of goals disallowed, and he's a problem to defenses. You understand?
You see, you need
A
that you need
havoc.
that you need that striker that makes defenders afraid, right?
Exactly.
And you saw the penalty they considered. It's just because the guy was afraid.
Yes.
So the Osimhen just started. It was like they've been containing him, and he just started
He just has a
misbehaving. I'm like,
chance.
oh my
But
god, what's
if you
happening
leave
here?
Osimhen, he will score.
It's true. He will
He will
score.
score.
But he just suddenly went through 3 players, and the guy was like, "Oh my god, this guy is going to score."
He's got
Straight out his
panicked.
leg. It was really funny. That
He
penalty was the
panicked.
one that made me laugh.
He
I
panicked.
was watching for my I was just laughing like, oh my god, this guy is so.
Yeah.
But if
But
he left him, could have
he will
gone to score
score.
because he's fast.
He's fast and he's been wanting to score all competition. He's been switched on. He's been
Yeah.
really looking for the goal. He scored, but his own goal was disallowed, and he gave a penalty
I think
to
he's had like 2 goals disallowed or 3.
so far in the competition.
Yeah,
He has had there are two I know of that he has had disallowed.
disallowed. Yeah,
But he has scored 1 goal in the competition. He scored in the game against
and
Equatorial
he
Guinea.
and he had an
He scored.
assist, right?
Yes, he had an assist. I think he has 1 goal, 1 assist. I'm not sure of the stats, but
One
he's
goal,
been
one
he's
assist.
been
Yeah,
he's been switched on. Another player, Lukman has been really good.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
they've been interchanging Moses Simon for Chukwueze, even
yeah.
though Moses Simon tends to be the better preference because he's less erratic than Chukwueze, right? He's more
The games Chukwueze played, we were not really impressed. Remember,
yeah.
we discussed
Chukwueze
Chukwueze.
just feels too erratic. It feels like he doesn't pass the
He
ball on
doesn't have
time.
good decision making.
Yes, he decides too
Yeah,
late,
yeah.
right?
He doesn't
Um,
have good decision making. He doesn't look up.
yes, he doesn't
He
look up to
doesn't look up.
see. Yeah,
The other Moses Simon is good.
he's smarter,
Moses Simon can play on this side and on this side.
and it's the reason he has an assist right for Lukman.
Yeah,
Is the reason why Lukman scored
yeah,
in
yeah.
the other
And the
game.
thing is with Moses Simon, he's not
Mm-hmm.
predictable.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
If
he can
you
speed up,
just
he
hold
can
the
slow
ball,
down. Yeah,
just hold the ball and speed it up. 2 people are on him. He now knows that if 2 people are on me, which is smart, 2 people on me, if I can get past these 2 people, there's spacing behind,
yes, to
right?
pass or to
Which is
cross. Yeah,
but Chukwueze will just cross the ball on the person that is just beside him, and he goes out for a throw. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
come on.
Chukwueze
You could have
has been
you,
really poor.
you could have caught that ball back and let
Mhm.
somebody swing it into the box. You have a good footballer your striker in the box, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not been an easy ride for us. We've made this opponent Ivory Coast in the first round,
And we
so
won 1-0.
I don't know what to expect. Like Equatorial Guinea 1-1.
Should I tell you what to expect?
Ivory Coast 1-0, 1-0 with Guinea Bissau, Cameroon 2-0, Angola 1-0, South
Let
Africa
me tell you what
penalty.
to expect. What to
What?
expect is that Nigeria is going to win the AFCON. That's what to expect, right?
Anyway,
And I said it.
the last time we won it, we drew our first game.
Anything that makes Nigeria get to the final of the AFCON, they are
Mm,
going to win that trophy because these boys, they are making a statement, right? It's
mm.
bigger than just AFCON, right? They are not just doing it for we're just here for AFCON. They are making a statement, right? This is something I watched one TikToker say like now Nigerians abroad, players abroad that play for other countries. See
Mm.
these boys that came back. Lukman came back.
Yeah.
Basi came back. They are
A
seeing
lot
these
of,
boys that
a lot
came
of
back.
our defenders came
They
back.
came back to
A
play
lot.
for
Yeah.
their country,
Yeah.
and is now
Even
feeling like
I
if
know came
I
back.
know came back. It's like,
Yeah.
why do I have to play for a
Yeah.
different country when I can
Yeah.
go home and start? I can
Yes.
go home and play,
Yeah.
and I can do well.
And you know,
We have
Lookman could have been in the
He could have been in
English
the
squad.
English squad, but
He
he would have been
for
benched.
England for like till under 21.
But who would he have benched? Right? He's not going to bench Foden.
And you know, Gareth Southgate was trying to stop him to play for Nigeria.
But who would he have? Would he have ever played him?
I don't think
He
so.
would never have played him
Because
over Foden, over
Saka is there.
Saka.
No, he doesn't have a
Who is
chance.
he going to bench? Even if
He
you play him
doesn't.
in midfield,
He doesn't even have a
will you
chance
drop Declan Rice?
being
Where
on
will
the
he play?
bench. No, he can't bench.
You can't even bench anybody. You cannot bench Bellingham. Cannot
No.
bench
But
Henderson.
he
You want
plays
to
on
bench?
the wing, so. But you
No,
know
I'm
the
saying
funny.
even if you play him out of position, who would you even
Okay, no,
bench
he
out
can't
of
bench
position? You can't bench
anybody.
anybody,
Yeah, he can't
right?
bench anybody.
So it was
Mavis,
a very good
yeah,
decision.
yeah, for
Very
him.
good decision for him to come back and play for Nigeria, and he's been really good. The talent in that guy
He's
has
good.
been really
He's good.
good.
Even for his
Yeah,
club, he's been scoring goals.
it's been good.
Right.
It's been good.
So
Yeah. But I mean, let's not think we decide we're facing is a small side, it's a big side. This is
home.
Adingra.
Ah,
Adingra Kessi,
oh my god.
um,
That is solid
Ibrahim
side.
Sarange,
Sarangi, yeah.
Oria,
Yeah, Ore, yeah, Nottingham
Poli.
Forest, yeah. You have like
These
three
are big
Nottingham
guys.
Forest boys, right?
Yeah. So
And then
it's
the person
definitely not
I'm
going to be easy.
afraid of is Adingra himself.
Adingra is so
I'm scared of that guy.
he's so
The
skillful.
Brighton guy, I'm so scared.
He's too skillful.
You can't predict that boy. Left,
His crosses are
right.
precise.
Mhm.
But I trust our back line.
Oh, don't trust anybody.
Basi,
Trust in God.
Basi,
Don't trust
Ekong.
Nigerian. Trust in God. Don't trust anyone.
No, you
Don't
have
trust
to
anyone for
believe.
this thing.
That's my problem with Nigerians. If you don't believe, who else will believe? You
Ah,
cannot make the players themselves believe. You
see,
yourself have to
Ivory
believe in the
Coast have
squad.
been riding on a lock that took them from that first round. I believe there's something to about them.
No,
They got to this final. So
no. It's not about we'll see. You have to believe
it's who
you as a
wants it
person.
more, anyways.
Yes, it's all about
Yeah.
passion. At this point, what is carrying teams now is not by skill, like we said in the AFCON. It's passion. It's passion, is heart, is who wants it more. And
Mm.
with the way I'm seeing these Nigerian boys, we will see though. We will see. Sunday AFCON final, we'll see. But obviously, third
What's
place
your
to go.
prediction?
I've said my prediction. My prediction, Nigeria will win. But
Mm.
I'm thinking with the way I'm seeing it,
Penalties.
no penalty. I don't think it will get to penalties. I don't see penalties.
I'll prefer penalties and we win
No,
on
no, no. I don't want penalties. They will not
why?
miss. They will not miss penalty. Who will miss? Is it Kessie? Is it Adingra? Who will miss penalty? This is not South Africa. One Bali was good in that penalty, but doesn't mean this time around he will do it again.
Because all the South
Mm.
African boys play South African league.
Nah, these boys are good. Oh.
Oh my god,
You know,
very
Ola,
funny.
I know missed a penalty. I'm not about to put our boys through that again.
Yeah, he played that.
So,
Yeah, he played that
so
ball.
I don't think I personally don't think the final will get to penalty. What I am seeing, right, and you don't quote me, but I've been spot on. But what I'm seeing is
Mm.
2-1 Nigeria. I'm predicting Nigeria will score.
The last time we scored 2 goals was against Cameroon, and Cameroon was really a poor side. Since then, we've not scored 2 goals.
Nigeria will score.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast to equalize, and I'm
Mm.
thinking a 9 minutes goal.
Mm.
Osimhen, my score.
Ivory
Make
Coast
us
has been
win.
scoring 9 minute goals, Kingsley.
This time around, we will score 9 minutes
Competition.
goal.
They've been the ones scoring the 9 minute
We will
goals.
score 9 minutes goal. I'm telling you. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
let's see.
But I know what's going to happen. I think we're just going to defend deep. That's just what's going to be. They're going to press us
Better,
back.
better defend for our
They're going to
lives.
attack us. They're going to
Yeah.
attack us, and we'll be defending. And I just want us to be ready that day. I just want us to be switched on, ready, and go for it. But best third place will happen, right? Best third place, South Africa, DR Congo.
When do they play? On Saturday.
They play on Saturday, right? Who do you think would win the best third place?
I think. Does South Africa deserve anything?
I don't think South Africa will win anything. I think DR Congo will win best third place. I'm just being honest. They
Bafana,
have
Bafana.
Wisa is on the squad, right? Wisa is a Congolese
For
boy.
Congo. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Wisa is there, so I think DR Congo would have.
Actually, the thing is, in this African Cup of Nations, the first thing I've said, like we discussed,
Mm,
any nation that's playing fancy football doesn't deserve anything. That's my first rule of this. And all of them all went out. Senegal,
yeah.
Morocco, Egypt, Algeria,
Mm.
and South Africa,
Angola too.
Angola,
Namibia too. They play
Namibia
fancy
to
football.
play fancy football, beating everybody left, right,
Cape
center,
Verde.
2-0. Cape Verde, Cape Verde, Cape Verde. They got them Cape Capo Verde. They are out too. So any
God.
fancy football, go home. Go and play it. Go and play it in your home country, not in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
African Cup of Nations.
Fancy football will not make you
No,
win.
no,
You have to
no.
be you have to be precise. You have to take your
Yeah,
chances.
yeah.
Um
I kind of feel there's a home advantage factor for Ivory Coast. That stadium
mhm.
will be packed full. With It's the home country. They're the 12th man. So we should be ready for that pressure. We faced the pressure before, but we need to overcome it again. This
Mm.
time it will be stronger because now the team is stronger with a better coach, right? Better unity. So we just need to believe that we can win, and Osimhen
If
needs to be
if
really active, spot on, and any chance he gets,
mm,
buries it.
if we've done it before, we will do it again. Should I tell you what will go against Ivory Coast?
So
What Ivory Coast have that we don't have, right? Is and we can argue is they have a nice attacking mid, and they have nice attacking
they don't
wingers.
have good defenders.
They don't have good defense.
Yeah, right.
They
Actually,
don't have good defense. You understand? And that was what worked against them when they played us. They attacked us, attacked us, attacked us, attacked us.
we
We
just sat back,
defended, defended,
close shop,
defended. When we
close
got
shop,
our chance, we scored.
scored them,
We
and we
won them
sat
one
back.
zero, and we sat back to the end, right? So that's something I'm seeing that they will
In
come
fact,
with
South
all out
Africa
support.
even has a better defense than them,
Way better defense than Ivory
and
Coast.
better attackers than them.
If Ivory Coast had met South Africa,
South, yeah,
South Africa could have won.
who have won Ivory Coast.
You
Yeah,
understand? They could have won. But even if you check the game against DR Congo, Ivory Coast, DR Congo played Ivory Coast. Though it wasn't a game of like
they
Ivory
played.
Coast just played and
Yeah,
won. The 1-0 was a goal that was caused by the keeper. The keeper
yeah,
was out of position throughout
yeah,
that game.
yeah,
The
yeah.
keeper was
So,
too high out, and they kept on trying to take advantage of that. And eventually that happened, right? Because the person that hit the ball hit it in a very awkward way, and the
yeah,
ball bounced in a very awkward fashion and entered the net. And that was their only chance that they scored. The
yeah,
other clear chances that they gave them in the game, they didn't take their chances,
yeah.
right? I'm not to say that they're not a strong side, but I know for sure that we have the backline. Backline wins you trophies. You
Actually,
understand?
good defense, clean
Good
sheets,
defense wins you
clean
trophies.
sheets, and
We've had the
we've
best
had a lot
defense.
of clean sheets in this competition.
Yes, we've only
A
conceded
lot.
4 goals in the
Yeah.
whole competition on
Is it
our
up
way.
to 4?
Yeah, including the penalties.
Minus the penalties is just 2.
I was including the penalties is
Okay, but
4.
minus the penalties is
It's
just
just
2
two.
goals. Yeah.
Yeah. Minus the penalties, just
Okay.
including the penalties, just 4, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is a battle of a defensive
Defensive.
side
Yeah.
and an
Yeah.
attacking side, right? So we'll
Yeah.
see. Let the best man win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But nice one. The AFCON has really been interesting. So big props to all the teams that played, all the players that traveled out and gave it a shot. So
Do
Salah
you
is
want
back
us,
in
do you want us to do live?
a
Our first
live.
live AFCON.
I mean, we'll see. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll see if we can do it.
Okay, okay,
Might
no
be nice.
problem.
Might be a good idea.